Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, The Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we're doing a money reading for the sign of Aquarius. So if you are an Aquarius sun, moon, rising, or midheaven, there may be some messages here for you. This is a general reading though, so take what resonates, leave what does not. This is not going to resonate for everyone. This is timeless as well, so whenever you're seeing it is the right time for you to receive it. Let's see what's going on with your energy, Aquarius. The moon. Maybe having a little fear, a little doubt about something. Got this picture card with the mother and child, or at least that's how it typically comes across to me. King of Cups. Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords, Five of Cups, the Emperor, whoa. Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords. Let me get one more, please. One more for Aquarius. Ten of Wands. At the bottom, we've got Ten of Swords and Seven of Cups. So, oh, this is interesting. Yep, not a singular pentacle out here. Let's see. You. Huh. Okay, so yeah, some of the energy feels really similar in a way to the Capricorn reading. Maybe it's because you're both Saturn ruled. Maybe you have both of those placements somewhere important in your chart. But there's this energy of having doubt, like focusing on the negative side of things, like focusing on what's missing, as opposed to like what you have going for you. Needing to like shift that energy. It's almost like that's interesting. There's it's like I keep getting this message. If someone is like whispering in your ear, telling you you're not good enough. I mean, I don't think that's literal, but that's what was coming through. It's like for many of you, this is something happening subconsciously. This is like the fear in the ego mind, like negative self-talk that is coming up for you. It's like you that negative self-talk is like a form of discipline to like set boundaries to keep you in check. But what's really going on is like it's suppressing your true feelings, like suppressing your positive emotions. Like it's exhausting you, honestly. Like feeding into, buying into that that fear-based thinking to stay in control is really, it's weighing heavily on you. And you're being challenged to sort of like clear your thoughts, to gain a more unbiased perspective, to sort of quiet down that ego mind long enough to see a different perspective, to sort of like lay that burden down and start over. Like you've got the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Wands here. It's like once you let go of that like negative self-talk, like the negative thinking, like a powerful new opportunity comes into you once you put that burden down. And your first inclination is to just like rush impulsively at it. And part of that comes from this, it's like this feeling of being starved for positivity, that like the first positive thing that shows up, you're like all over it. Once you like put yourself in a place where you're not suppressing, not holding yourself back, not resigning yourself to carrying this mental burden of like fear and pain and restriction. But you know, there is that element too of being a bit, you know, hasty, like overbearing when you approach that like new positive opportunity that shows itself. Like you're going through the cycle of ending, like letting go of the control of your mind. It's moving from an energy of like letting your mind be the master to like flipping that and allowing the soul to sit in the driver's seat where it's supposed to be. And it's like your first time doing that or realizing that that's how things should be. It's like you almost don't know how to act because it's so like liberating, so freeing, so different from how you've been living your life. And it's important to recognize that like you have options. Like this opportunity isn't the only one. That life is full of opportunities like this when you open yourself up to seeing them, when you open yourself up to the infinite possibility that's available to you. So it's like this could be like related to career, like having been in this mindset that like you're only qualified to do certain things, like you have a limited skill set. And so, you know, only these type of jobs or whatever are available to you, and these type of jobs aren't available right now. And, you know, that sort of like, that like thinking pattern, like digging yourself into a hole where you're like stuck in it. You're learning to see those limits that you're placing on yourself and to let them go, to move beyond them, to open your eyes, your mind to the infinite possibility that the universe holds, that's embodied within the creative power that you hold within inside you. Let's see. Let's clarify some things, because this is a really like overarching energy that came out. in this spread. Let's see. What kind of opportunity interests you? What are you wanting to act on? What are you wanting to move towards? Yeah, we had the Nine of Wands come out again. It's like you want to use your power, you want to use your courage, your strength, your resilience. You want it to be like displayed, exhibited, utilized within your career. You want to make use of the power that you've worked so hard to cultivate. There's, you want to grow wealth for yourself. You want a family. You want something you can invest in. You have a long-term vision for like wealth, abundance, like nurturing your physical prosperity. And it's been that negative self-talk, like getting in the way of experiencing that, of opening up to that being a real possibility for you, because it is. Like all of these like jewels and stuff here. The wreath, prosperity. And like, sure, yeah, there's other options available for you. You can stay in this like negative ass attitude. You can keep trying to like carry around a bunch of like pain and doubt and feeling not good enough, or you can just like let all that go and believe that you're good enough, believe that opportunities are available. And when you believe in that strongly, without the doubt, without the fear that you might be wrong, those opportunities reveal themselves to you. What else should we know about the negative self-talk? Well, it's a burden, all right. That came out again. It's delaying things. It's moving things slowly. It gives you a feeling of being like in control and independent, but like it keeps your dreams small. It keeps you from feeling compassionate towards yourself and others. There's a need to like express your gratitude, feel your gratitude. I mean, like learn to feel grateful for how the negative self-talk may have like protected you in some circumstances, some situations, but to also recognize like where it doesn't serve you, and like thank it for its service, and then like let it go. Okay. We've got new beginnings, decrease, family, friends, and guides. Okay, so this is definitely a new beginning for you, but it's coming out of an ending. It's giving this energy that you may be struggling with this negativity for a little while longer, like feeling like you can't quite grasp the possibility that's available to you right away. This isn't something you just like snap your fingers and things are different. I mean, it can work that way for some people, but the majority of us need to sort of like process things to practice living at a different frequency that has a lot of like back and forth that comes into it, like recognizing your abundance, feeling the gratitude, and then feeling like some lack again, some disappointment, and then remembering that that's not the frequency you want to be in, and moving back to something optimistic, something where you believe in yourself, and then moving back and forth a little bit until you've practiced making that shift in the positive direction enough to where it comes more naturally to you and you don't drift back to your old patterns as frequently or as deeply. And eventually it becomes a pattern of the past. Family, friends, and guides. There's this element of receiving communication from someone, something, with that Knight of Swords underneath it. It's like a big revelation about this opportunity that helps you see the possibilities, like maybe for the first time. And it's like, the people in your external environment, both in the physical and the non-physical, they are, everything is in a constant interplay. So it's like you'll receive continued reminders, like when you least expect it, from these various entities, that it's gonna help you with that practice of coming back to the positive mindset, coming back to the frequency of abundance that you are trying to cultivate. So like, you're not alone, you have help with this, but you still have the responsibility to, when you receive that message, when you receive that call, that notification, to like hear it and recognize it for what it is, to recognize your own mental state, like in an unbiased way, like to recognize, oh, like, yeah, I've been thinking negatively. I've been sitting in my disappointment about this issue, this event, instead of just accepting the disappointment as it is and focusing my attention on what I can do to improve the situation, what I can do to make it better, what I can do to make a change, to make things right again. Strong lesson on understanding that where your attention goes is where your energy will flow. Like if you put that attention on your disappointments, you're going to create more disappointments for yourself. If you put that attention on your blessings, you're going to be creating more blessings. Okay, so we got temptation, obstacles and challenges, rest and rejuvenate, choose wisely, third eye chakra. So then, yeah, there is always that temptation to fall back into old patterns. They feel familiar. We can all get very used to seeing things in a negative, like complaining, that energy of complaining, of like downplaying our accomplishments, like finding like something negative to commiserate over with someone, rather than looking at the positive and like communing, like coming together based on that. And this is the challenge that you face. This is the obstacle that you face, is, you know, letting go of that burden that creates for you, letting go of that tendency, that desire to connect in a way that breeds negativity. Not being willing to accept that in your communication. And taking a step back, like practicing meditation will help immensely with this process. But, you know, just at the very least, taking some time to like isolate, sit with yourself, sit with your own thoughts, like, you know, take a look at them. Like, what are you thinking? What did you just think? Like, what were you thinking earlier today? Were you thinking about your life in a negative way? Or were you thinking about how lucky you are, how good things are? Consider that, because whatever you were thinking about is what you're creating more of for yourself. So there's this element of making a wise choice about where you place your energy, where you place your thoughts, because that's going to have an impact on what you can create. The third eye chakra, like if you can dream it, if you can envision it, you can create it. If you envision yourself falling short of something and failing, that's what you're considering creating for yourself. If you envision yourself getting past obstacles, creating a wealth of abundance, creating like a legacy for your family, then that's what you're going to create. So it's up to you to choose where you want your energy to be and to consciously navigate it there. If you want this 10 of Pentacles, your mind has to be in a 10 of Pentacles state of mind, like that you have everything you need. You're prosperous. You're surrounded by goodness. And to not let anything shake that. Because if something else starts coming in and like taking over your focus, I mean, that's not to say to like ignore a real problem that you have. Like that's not going to work either. Like that has to be, like, problems exist, darkness exists, it has to be incorporated into things. But the main issue is not letting that become your sole focus, like not letting that drag you down, to just like accept the loss, accept the disappointment as it is, and then move on and look towards better things. Not to get in like an obsessive pattern about, oh, well, if I had done this better, if I had done that better, I could have avoided this. And now I'm in this and this is awful and blah, blah, blah. Like, no. Like that's going to get you more of that. So it does take practice. Recognizing your own thoughts and choosing to shift that focus. But this is where you're at right now. This is the energy that you're moving towards. This is the lesson that you're learning. And you have a great opportunity to make a big shift in your life that will have a great impact on your future. Like what you do now, what you transform within yourself now has a big impact on how your life comes together in the future. And it's up to you. Like, you get to choose that. You get to choose that. What you want it to look like and what you're making. All right, so if this reading resonated with you, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and I will see you next week. Bye.